Following segment sponsored by SOFHA. For today's episode of Meet Your Provider by SOFHA, we're here at Mountain Region Family Medicine in Colonial Heights, and I'm joined by Dr. Nick McIntire. Good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Let's talk about, you took kind of a different route to getting into the medical profession. Talk to us about your path, your journey to becoming here. I mean, you've taken some steps along the way.
I took a roundabout path to get here.
Yeah, tell us about it.
I joined the Army after high school as a medic and was in for 12 years. Did a couple deployments, worked in the White House medical unit for a couple years, and then did my undergrad on active duty and applied to med school. Got out of the Army 1 week before I started med school and went to Quillen.
Right.
Fell in love with the area. I stayed here for residency, and I liked how SOFHA did things, and so I reached out to them and signed on, and here I am.
According to Dr. McIntire, his service on the White House medical staff through 2 different administrations was definitely a learning experience.
It was interesting. It was never boring. I was there for the Bush and Obama administration, so I got to see a little bit of both sides. And was there for 2 years, did a little bit of everything while I was up there.
When you say a little bit of everything, all kinds of different, practicing different types of medicine? Or?
I was a medic, and so I was more support staff for the physicians up there and the nurses up there. I helped manage the clinic in the old executive office building, along with helping with logistics for overseas travel and a lot of other things.
After leaving the White House medical staff, McIntire found his way to Johnson City and Quillen College of Medicine.
Honestly, I'd never heard of ETSU just because I stayed pretty busy in the Army, and when I was away on training down at Fort Sam Houston, I met up with a buddy, and he was there with a friend of his, and he was going to school at ETSU, or he was in residency at ETSU, and told me to apply, and so I did, and they're an incredibly veteran-friendly school. And that's really what appealed to me, that and the smaller class sizes. And so I applied, and I got in, and I was like, okay.
When you got here, you got ingrained in class, got ingrained in what you studying and everything. What drew you to the region? Is it the people? Is it the topography, the geography? What drew you to East Tennessee?
It was the people. Honestly, it was all of it. We like the pace of life here. We like the region, like you said, the topography. My wife always thought she was a beach person until she saw the mountains.
When not practicing family medicine, Dr. McIntire enjoys spending time with his wife and 3 children.
We homeschool. We've been doing that for going on 10 years now. Aside from that, it worked great with my schedule in the Army. So, but we like spending time out on South Holston Lake. I do a bit of hunting and fishing.
Okay.
My boys love fishing. My daughter loves hiking, and so we do some of that as well.
For this doctor, he definitely begins his treatment plan by getting to know all he can about his patients.
I like to get to know my patients so that most of the time that I'm seeing them, we're just catching up and seeing what's going on in their day-to-day life.
Right.
I find that I get more information and learn about them more as a whole rather than just the condition that we're working on.
Getting to know your patients, is that part of the allure of this job? I mean, finding out about them and being able to treat what's going on with them.
Treating them as a person, not just a condition, like I said. Like, there's more than just one thing that impacts whatever we're treating.
One-on-one patient interaction is vitally important to Dr. McIntire, but technology will also have its place in the future of family medicine.
Technology is always going to come into play and hopefully make our jobs a little easier, but at the end of the day, you still need that personal touch. That's one of the things that really drew me to family medicine, is that relationship, that dynamic with my patients.
All right. Doctor, we appreciate you taking some time with us today.
Yeah, my
Dr.
pleasure.
Nick McIntire, Meet Your Provider with SOFHA, right here at Mountain Region Family Medicine in Colonial Heights. The preceding segment sponsored by SOFHA.